we're trying to finish this by 10 a.m. We're having like a birthday brunch. The age is 5 years old. We started at 5 there. It's not really posted yet, but there's the first 37 minutes of this real-time watercolor painting, Wildflowers, uh, paint from imagination. And let's see if we got the whole thing in the picture. Okay, I guess that's looking okay right there. Um, so we started this. We got 2 videos up on time lapse. You want to check those out, and I think the second one should be posting any minute now. Did most of this with a number 12 brush, but I also got a number 6 brush, and the reason I took that break was I wanted to get a new paper towel, so just BRB, sorry about that. Okay, here we are. Real-time watercolor painting, Wildflowers from imagination. You don't need good paints for this. You can get the standard set at Walmart. This thing here costs 20 bucks, but some of my best paintings, my first 100 paintings, were done with those sets you buy at Walmart, which used to cost $1. Now they cost $2.99 or $3.99, I noticed. Anyway, jumping right in here, I'm switched to the smaller brush, and I'm trying to do more details. Luckily it's dry, so if you watch the first thing, this flower here started as an absolute puddle. This is like a ball of water on there. Anyway, so now I'm going to try to get a green that is pretty intense. So this is kind of a turquoise green, but I don't want that one because it's a little bit weird looking. Looks a little unusual. I don't want to say fake, but this doesn't look like but it does have a lot of yellow in it, so I'm going to take that, and I'm going to take like a darker green here. This one here is called jade green, which is, I don't know, it's a common color. It's just a different name for this common color. It starts with an A. I forget what it's called. So I'm going to try that and see a bit more water here. That doesn't look too bad. I got some yellow here. Let's just take a little hint of that yellow. That's very helpful, I think. So, try to get a nice, earthy, real-looking green, not a fluorescent, fake-looking green. So I got a good green right there. So let's see about. First thing I want to do, you see right here we have. Where is it? Okay. Oh, good shot of the ceiling. Okay. Yeah, right here we got 3 different greens happening. I'm gonna add one more green here, just kind of like right up the middle. And the reason we have a bunch of different greens there is because when you add it all up, we're gonna have more depth, and like this, it's all very similar colors. So, it would possibly look flat. Here I'll add some kind of accents, and you can see it's like coming into focus more. And another thing, we don't want to do the same green everywhere. I blot that up because now we have just this area is the intense part. And so another having the variety of greens there, you can see they're right there. You could see that it has more depth than say if you see this area here, it's all the same green. It looks, is that in the picture? This looks flat because that's all the same green. This one has depth because there's a variety of greens. And you know, there's probably different ways to do that, but the very simple way is to just add, you know, a couple different tones of green. Let's just try to say, hello, we are leaves with definition. And then this, I'm going to take this and come down here. Maybe let's put a leaf here too. You know, these leaves are just lines, okay? It's super easy, nothing to be intimidated about. I'm going to put dots right there. If you see these dots here, dots are a nice way to have something happening, and we've got a lot of these dots, so has something happening, and you know, as a whole, it really helps to you know, have these things. You know, you can see these the swirls, and you know, it really, when we're all done this thing, if you see the first short I uploaded, it's the 66 from last May, and came out nice. That's why I'm doing it again. Same technique, which is Wildflowers from Imagination, and this, I'm trying to just kind of beef this up a little. Let's hit a couple more here. So you know, right here you can see, you know, where it's just simple lines, but it we're going to say that this is a bud, and you know, there's probably different ways to go about it, but this is this super easy technique that we got some leaves there. I'll just try to help define this. This is a kind of a dumb looking flower, but hopefully it won't be that noticeable. Maybe even come all the way here. So I'm going to keep doing outline on that, but different colors. If we do the same one, of course, like I just said, that's going to look flat. Here I'm going to help this leaf a little here. Accent those leaves. I'm going to try to break up the monotony of this single color that's here. Maybe a little help for that leaf there. That leaf is looking good, right? Thank you for the thumbs up. Hey, Just a Man, I appreciate the greeting. Hey, James Alexander, thank you for the greeting. Oh, by the way, I'm shooting for 10 thumbs up. Not no pressure or anything, but I just, my last chapter of this real-time watercolor painting, 9 thumbs up. Was amazing. And okay, here I'm gonna just kind of help these stems. Maybe try to get a little thing here. And that was supposed to be a flower there. How about we get we get a strong orange? It's the one color that is not yet represented on the painting. So here, this is a, I better get rid of that. It's like a, somewhere between a yellow and a yellow ochre. This is more like a cadmium yellow. And then I'm gonna take, so I'm gonna start the orange right there. This is called Opera Pink. It's a really cool red color. And I think we're hurtling towards a decent looking orange color. So let's see. where do we want the orange? Oh, we were talking about maybe right there. Let's see how that goes. Okay, so I just did the right side of that flower with that orange. I'm also gonna put some accents right up here. I hate to do outlines, but it's okay to do it once in a while. And so I'm gonna just do two of those. It's either this one or that one. I guess we try this one. So now they kind of match. They're far enough away that they're going to, not be like, we had six look like that right there. I think it'd be silly because, it's off the overall theme that we have working. We don't want to make it look like there's, different styles of paint in there. Okay, so yes, we just achieved the orange. This here is all one color, more or less. I want to beef that up with another color. Hey Lynn, thank you for the greeting. Appreciate your visit. 2 thumbs up, and we're shooting for 10 thumbs up. Not that we're no big deal if we don't make it, Not everyone has got, I guess, I put a thumbs up on something. I couldn't even find how do I find my videos I put a thumbs up for, because, I wanted to go look at it again. I forgot what it was, but let's see. I want to see about, oh my god, reinforcing that line. I think this was supposed to be a big leaf here. I don't like that green. Let's see, change it to this. That looks kind of weird. I don't really like that, so let's see. Maybe that's good. One thing we're doing here, we have established the edge of the flower. Cherries, little flowers, appreciate that. So here we, by saying the leaf is negative space, we have established the outer edge of that flower petal by, without a line. I mean, up here we got lines, but here we put the leaf, and that is the negative space, which says, hello, this is the bottom edge of the petal. And if you can get a lot of those happening in any watercolor you're doing as an alternative to having an actual line, then that's really a win for your painting. Just thought I'd mention that. Where is the... Cannot seem to get the... Okay, let's try that. Okay. All right, try and get the whole thing in there. One thing I'll say for this, it's kind of complicated compared to everything else, so I am going to just take straight water and kind of smear it together, because we don't want to have anything like super complicated that is going to I guess that's a little better. Still, I don't like it. I guess like this and this is like more complicated than everything else, which is not a positive, I will say. I think I'm going to go put some orange right here. Let's see how that works. So here I'm just doing like the letter C. This whole flower is just like, well, these are backwards C's, frontward C's, just like that, and that's how easy it is. And then why don't we, I'm going to take this red and just put a little dot in the middle right there. That's cool. And it's going to go swim around in that water, but it's fine. I don't think that's going to be an issue for us. Now I'm going to see about coming down here with that. This was going to be a flower there. I put a yellow dot there. First thing, Over here I see we have one single color, so I'm going to try to add this other color just to give it more depth, and just partial. By doing more or less a dotted line on the stem, we're adding more interest to the stem than it would be if it was all the same color. I'm going to go take this dark green and illustrate that point by putting dark green there. So now we got dark green, medium green, and light green. That way the stem has more character. Likewise, we'll do it right here too. And go up here. I don't think X's are that great, and having said that, we just made an X right there. And let's see if we could put like a leaf here. Starting to look good. We could almost stop pretty soon. I think we're going to try to go around and add a little more definition to all of the flowers. Here I'm going to grab a red and just try to I don't know if it looks good or not. I think it looks okay. I'm going to get another green and try to add a third green to these leaves. After my big speech about having different greens, so there's another green in that bud thing. I still don't like that, but you know, it's there, so how about we just hit this a little bit. Here I put a blotch there and a blotch there. I left that white there. That was going to help us with definition. Now I'm going to take a dark green and see about like here. These little leaves, you know, it takes a little patience to do little leaves like that, but once you get a lot of little leaves happening, then it's a real help for, you know, what we're trying to do here. You can see it's developing very nicely, and we could probably take another stem right here. Let's see about, oh, there's supposed to be a flower there. My first thing I did on this was paint yellow, and I had all these little yellow blotches, and there's one there. I guess we'll try the orange again. I don't know if that's a good place, but you know, we cannot be overthinking about what we're doing here. Let's just dive in, and so now we got the orange. Oh, and we wanted to do something with this flower, add more color. Why not just throw the orange on there? And for that one, I think we could put the thing here, and let's have it so this line here, man, it's a little close together, but you know, whatever. Like I said, we gotta keep banging away here. That looks pretty good. That looks nice. Okay, let's make this. It looks kind of good. Let's do the same here. How about we make this come up and have a little, I think this will be a good thing to have, like a critical you got a dot and little lines there. That looks pretty good, right? That's nice up here because the focal point, plus technically that is an arrow, kind of, right? And if we have an arrow up there, if someone looks there, hopefully it leads the eye down here and in there. I mean, if the arrow is facing this way, you know, we would, the eye would naturally be going like up out there where we don't want to have that. Okay, anyway, let's see about a little bit, another little hint up here. Okay, looking good. I don't like this. That's my least favorite thing happening on this painting. I'm going to see about going here, just fill that out. We could probably use a couple of these in here or something. Well, you know, it'd be good in there maybe is some dots. So let's try some red dots. There's not a lot of red on the painting. There's a red here and a little bit there. I'm just gonna try a couple. Just trying to like get something happening in that space. So there, now we definitely got something happening in that space. So, all right, that's nice. I like that. I like this. Maybe we could have some up here. Okay. So you see the dots are, you know, I got them all over the place now, and they're really assisting. I'm gonna put a petal right here. They're assisting with, you know, filling the space. I'm gonna try to add to this. I'm gonna try to hit the stem on that one. That's pretty looking decent, right? Thank you for 3 thumbs up. Super appreciate. Where was I? Oh, right here. Okay, it looks good. This one could use a stem. And a leaf there too. Over here. Okay, we're really coming up on our deadline for this. Let's see about this line there. This flower here, I'll really fix that up. We'll put some red. It's better. I hate to do the same colors super close together, but this also needs some help. You know, try to fix this guy up. Looking good. This thing here, just try to add a little something. This one here needs a little help. I'm gonna try to put like a golden, let's see, find a nice, oh, here's like a cadmium, or what is that? I think it's like a cadmium deep. Let's see, oh yeah, right here. Looking good. Do some right here. That one looks great. That might be the best one. I guess these two are looking really sharp. I don't know what's happening on that. That one doesn't look that great. Blot a little bit of that up. This looks good. Let's see if we can further define this flower here. Thank you for 3 thumbs up on this fun project. Where was I? Oh yeah, right there. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna do the same thing as that. We're gonna echo this, you know, kind of squiggly line. Now we got that with 2 colors. We got the orange and whatever color that is. That looks okay. So how about right here? We can go again. I want to get a. Where are you? I lost the flower I wanted to do that with. Was it there? Oh, yeah, right here. Okay, here it goes. That's good. So now we got this, weird wiggle happening. One, two, three, and sort of right there also. So, if we have enough of the weird wiggles, not too many, but just enough, then we're all set. I'm going to do some dots here. Try to distract the eye from this thing, which is the one thing I really don't like in this painting. I'm going to emphasize this because I really like these things. It looks, like a fairy is going to come flying out any minute here. Okay, so anyway, I want to say to everybody, thanks a lot for stopping by. I gotta hurry and finish this. Supposed to be done by 10 o'clock. Let's see about right here. Here, as I've been preaching, use different hues, so the flowers are not all the same tone. So how about this is like a hairy. That looks good. And I think I'm going to try to muster up a darker green. Let's see. We did want to put something right there. I guess I'm just going to grab this color here. A few things right there. Good, and oh, this looks bad. I don't know what happened there. Let's go here. Okay. Now I think it's time to just start doing some dots, and I guess the good color for the dots was gonna be like a green. So we'll try to get a nice rich green. I don't want the dots to be too centered. Fix up the leaves there. This we kind of could use a good yellow, so gonna finish the 5 and jump back to that original color we got. in my imagination, this flower here was going to be like great, but we are out of time, and so trying to quickly make this 5. Trying to get a pretty, better consistency. I put a couple little, we'll try to add some red right there. Are we there? Because I think the deadline is here. Thank you a lot. Thanks to everyone who stopped by. I guess we should try to redefine or magnify that 5. I think what I'm going to do is take this kind of a dark right here and try to say, hi, I'm in front. Okay. I'm not sure if I want to connect that right there. I think I'm going to try to do a thing here. That's kind of good. What do you think? I don't know. Let's pull out some of this paint right here. Okay, that looks pretty nice. Well, round flowers. Alright. That's pretty nice. I think we need another round flower over here somewhere. Get balance. Where could that be? I guess like right here. Looks good. That's a good looking flower. See if we can do something with this. Looks like a pansy. So we're just adding little, little leaves or whatever. I guess looking okay. I get a little darker right here. Say hello over the stem. And now I want to make the 5 a little bit more bold. It's pretty dry, so I don't know what color to put in there. I guess we're going to try this opaque red, which is this color right here. And hopefully it's not going to look dumb. We'll find out, because I could hear the guests arriving. And we got to bust out with our 5. Okay, here it goes. Let's see. I guess we're there. Oh, where is that? We've got to switch colors there. Okay, Wildflowers from Imagination with the number 5. Ta-da! I'm gonna write Happy Birthday, Rochelle. What color? How about this? A nice, I don't know. I guess I kind of like a dark orange. Okay, all set. Maybe put a little heart somewhere. Where could we put a little heart? Right here. There we go. I guess we're kind of there. Art, fun, wildflowers from imagination, and the number 5. Happy birthday to the dear sweet granddaughter. Thanks for everybody who stopped by. Sure appreciate, and see you next time when I guess we're going to paint this pear. Talk about an original idea. Okay, so long.